Hi, Kannaway Nation. This is Pat Nash, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the ABCs of selling. And I know in the back of your mind you're going, oh, I already know this. Always be closing. Well, no, it's not always be closing. I wanted to talk to you a little bit of different twist on it. I wanted to say attitude before connecting. In other words, check your attitude before you connect with your audience or your prospects or even your team members. So, in doing that, I wanted to give you some tips and tell you kind of why it's important. Because I think you've probably had experiences with people that you walked up to them and they were supposed to help you or tell you something, and you can tell they're having a bad day. So I would suggest if you have scheduled time to call your prospects or call your team and you know your attitude is not right, I would suggest that you would put that off a little bit, not put it off a whole day, because there's things you can do and tools that you can use to get your attitude right. So I would suggest that you would change your attitude before you carry that energy into a meeting or over the phone or whatever. And if you've been in any kind of sales training, a lot of them will tell you to put a mirror right by your phone, and when you pick up the phone, make sure you're smiling because people hear your expressions in your voice. So in saying that, make sure your attitude is correct before you connect with anyone. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to do that, some things that you can do to help in that situation. And even like before you do a presentation, a major presentation, I would suggest that you maybe limit your connection to people so that you can get your mind together so that when you go out, you can give the material and deliver the material with the right attitude inside. And that leads me to a story. I like to always share stories. A mentor friend of mine shared with me that right before he got ready to do a presentation, one of his partners walked up to him and gave him an embrace, and it was obvious she was upset and she had been crying. And he asked the question that you would ask, is everything okay? What's wrong? And she pulls out a picture of this cute little white dog with the little bows, the cute little fluffy dogs, and says, my dog just got hit and I'm just devastated. So right before he goes on to a major presentation, that is what's been dropped on him. And all he could do is visualize in his head the picture of this cute little dog. So not saying that would happen to you, but my suggestion is to get your mind, get your mindset right and get your attitude right before you go out and give to the people. And to do that, there are some things you can do. You can try affirmations. You can speak to yourself. You can get in a mirror and say, I'm an awesome network marketer. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to share my story. I am awesome. Look at yourself. Say, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. And it'll probably make you break into laughter, which is good. It's good to have that kind of attitude when you go out and give to or connect with people. And you can try, other than affirmations, you can try visualization. If you can imagine yourself walking powerfully, standing before the people and delivering a great message, and even what you want to look like, what you want to feel like, what you want the energy in the room to feel like. You can visualize all that and get that into your attitude and your spirit before you go out there. And then last but not least, if you have a favorite song, even try listening to your favorite song that no matter what is going on, it gets you in that mood where you're really excited, you're really pumped. And that's used often. A lot of presenters will play a song before they come in to present. So I would say the ABCs of selling is not just always be closing, but your attitude before you connect. Check your attitude before you connect. ABC.